Hey guys, this is Mike, and welcome to Z4M. On this episode, I'm going to take you on a quick tour of the shop, show you the cars, and then we're going to get on to a real project. Over here, I keep a bunch of my detailing supplies, and you can see I got a bandsaw. I do a little bit of work working on the side. Got this really nice shop vac for cleaning out the cars, cleaning up the floor. This bench over here, this is where I keep all my excess supplies. Pretty much keep everything where I can see it. Otherwise, I tend to forget what I've got. And most of this stuff is the result of buying things multiple times. There's a nice Revzilla mural from one of their boxes. They send really cool box art on everything you buy from them. This is a 1991 BMW K75S. It's a 3-cylinder, 750cc. This I'm turning into a cafe bike. It used to have a full fairing. You can see right there, there was the old tail fairing up there on the wall. And then that piece is actually a reproduction Ducati 900 SS fairing. I really wanted to put that on the bike, but unfortunately the proportions just don't really work with this thing. So this is another project for the winter. I got started on it actually this last spring, and kind of lost interest as the garage got hot. And there's just a few more parts that I'd like to get for it, and they're all expensive. And then this is the other bike. This one's a runner. Obviously, it's complete. This was actually to be my original project bike, but it was just way too nice to cut up. So this is also a 1991. This is the K100 RS. This is the 4-cylinder, 1000cc. This is kind of a unique one because up until this point they all had 2 valves per cylinder. This has a 4-valve engine. This engine and the actual frame, the kind of chassis of the bike, came from what was really one of the first major streamlined super bikes, the BMW K1. But this bike only has 6,700 miles. I got it with about 4,000 miles. Unfortunately, the original owner had passed away. Over here, this is kind of my staging area for various car projects, motorcycle projects. And in this cabinet, so we keep all my oil. I got this special oil up there for my BMW M Roadster. It takes a 0W60. It's about $10 to $13 a bottle, depending where you get it. And then in here I've got all my various special sealants and automotive related things. Drill bits, miscellaneous crap, Motul brake fluid, good stuff. Let's see what else we got over in here. Oh yeah, nap gas. Someday we'll do something cool with that. I got my shop manuals for the bikes. That up there is the ECU for the K75. Like I said, we'll put that sucker back together, get it rolling by the spring. That'll be a fun project. I'm going to do some really cool cosmetic upgrades. This kind of gives you an overall idea of everything that's crammed in here. You kind of see I've built some overhead storage. Keep stuff off the walls. I've even got stuff hanging from the ceiling above the garage door. Let's spin around and let the camera adjust, and let's talk about the cars. So right here we've got my 1990 Nissan 300ZX twin turbo. I got this car probably a month and a half ago, I guess. I actually got it off eBay. I just decided one night that I wanted a 300ZX twin turbo. I've been trying to think of what car I would get next, and I was thinking, maybe a C6 Z06. But some of them have got their valve issue. The car made me nervous. It was going to be a lot of money for a car that could potentially have some major problems. And I know the issues is relatively small percentage, but if you guys know my luck, I would get one of the cars that had the problem. So I did not want to spend on the order of $40,000 and then have to, you know, potentially right off the bat, just to for the peace of mind, you know, put another $1,000 to $2,000 into making sure that the, you know, it won't drop a valve. Anyway, so I got this car from the original owner. It's only got 94,000 miles. It's pretty clean. It's got just a few little nicks in the paint, and this is the yellow pearl. So it's a difficult one to. The neighbors are making noise. Anyway, so that's a cool car. I really enjoy it. This is going to be the topic of a lot of videos coming up. So my other car is a 2006 BMW M Roadster. Now this car is kind of special. They only made about, I believe the number is about 3,000 convertibles worldwide over 3 years. So it's not common. I've never seen, here in Dallas, I've never seen another M Roadster. And ironically, even though they made probably about half as many coupes, I've probably seen about 5 or 6 in Dallas. So I think that's kind of funny. This is a very clean car. I got it with only 32,000 miles. I've put about 20 on it. I've owned it now for 3 years. All I've ever had to do is change the oil. Very nice, reliable car. Relatively powerful. It's got about 330 horsepower. Finally, we are at my very dirty, very ratty 1995 C4 Corvette. This car has been with me for, I would say, I think we're pushing 16 years now. It's been a long time. Unfortunately, she's a bit neglected right now. Those rims are horribly dirty, and it's not that I haven't washed them in like a year. Actually, I've got Hawk red pads on them, and they will get like that after about a week of driving. It was a huge mistake to run those. I would not recommend those for the street or any car that you like to keep clean. All right, guys, so I'm gonna wrap this up. We're approaching 20 minutes. I'm definitely gonna edit it down. Thanks again, guys. I'm Mike. This has been Z Car Garage. Please remember to like and subscribe.